Forge Gang! Let's go! This is your host with the most, the Warhammer, the Forge Master, coming at you with Dragon Ball Z. Every death in Dragon Ball Z. The Super Battle, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Three Super Saiyas. And by the way, that Saya spelling, that's not a misspelling. That is the actual title of the movie. It's actually Saiyas. I have no idea why, but that is the correct spelling. So don't start no shit with me about that. Alright, so this is a movie about artificial humans or red ribbon androids. Dr. Gero or Dr. Gero is killed by Android 17 and Android 18 at the beginning of this movie. He is decapitated and basically dies a very slow and horrendous death. But with his dying breath, Dr. Gero swears vengeance on Android 17, Android 18, and Goku and the Z Fighters, and then he dies. And then, lo and behold, the master computer builds artificial humans number 14 and number 15. Or the androids number 14 and number 15. Now, this is going to be interesting because one of these guys is a short black pygmy guy. He's not really, of course, androids don't really have a race or whatever. And then the other guy is like this tall, buffed up, real strong swordsman. So these are androids, number 14 and number 15. And so they hunt Goku down and they fight and they try to fight him and stuff. And so basically they move the fight to the frozen continent. Now, Dragon Ball Super Broly also happens on the frozen continent, and the events of this movie also happen on the frozen continent. So Goku, future Trunks, Gohan, Kululin are fighting artificial humans, number 14 and number 15. Piccolo and Vegeta appear. And once Prince Vegeta and future Trunks transform into Super Saiyans, the androids are no match. Although it turns out to be a close and even fight, Vegeta punches through android number 14 or 15, punches right through him. It seems like he's down, but then the android's head pops right off. He picks it up on his hands, and then he blows up and explodes and is destroyed. But the power batteries and machine parts remain. Future Trunks fights the swordsman android number 14. And at the last second, it seemed Trunks is down. But then the android falls and blows up to smithereens. However, his spark plugs, his power and memory cables remain. Finally, android number 13 appears. And android number 13 is basically like a trucker or a truck driver. He's got a cap. He's got long pants on. He's kind of got like a 1990s fedora. And Goku fights him. Eventually, though, being overpowered by 3 Super Saiyans, he absorbs the battery plugs and spark plug units of the other androids and transforms into a giant red-haired, buffed-up, blue-skinned dude. And the fight continues. And he's able to fire these giant, strong blast attacks, or ki attacks, and it seems as if none of the warriors are a match for android number 13. Then Goku creates a giant Genki Dama like he did with Frieza when he was fighting Frieza and Lord Slug, transforms into a Super Saiyan, completely absorbs that, possibly transforms into an Ascended Super Saiyan or a Super Saiyan Grade 2, but without the extra muscles. Maybe he transforms into a Super Saiyan full power, but he absorbs and combines Super Saiyan with the Genki Dama, and with just one punch into the chest of Super Android 13, Super Android 13 is overpowered and is just incinerated and destroyed by the Genki Dama. And that is every death in Dragon Ball Z, the Battle of the Three Super Warrior. Battle of the Three Super Saiyas.